Hello students, I am Rashmi Vadra, Assistant Professor of Sant Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon from ETCE department. Student, today's topic of is design of filters, and this is from your unit number 3. Basically, what are the topics we are covering in this unit? That is, first is a FIR filter designing through window, Kaiser window method, FIR filters gives phenomena, and the design of FIR filter by frequency sampling method, and design of FIR filter of optimum equiripple FIR filters. So these 3 to 4 methods are for designing of FIR filter. And some more topics in this unit is characteristics of practical frequency selective filters, design specification, peak, pass band ripple, minimum stop band attenuation. These are the some topics which we are covering from this unit. So start by designing of filters using windows or a Kaiser window. Basically, there is a one method or a technique, that is window technique for designing the FIR filter. So out of that window technique, there is a Hamming method, Hanning window, Hamming window, rectangular window, and Kaiser window. So, what about if I'm taking the Kaiser window, which is very important out of all these windows? So, Kaiser window is a method to determining the number of principal components. We can use the Kaiser method to determine the number of principal component. In this method, the selection criteria retains eigenvalue greater than 1. An advantage of the Kaiser window is the window length mainly affect the transition band. So keeping the window length constant, we can adjust the shape factor to design for the pass band and the stop band ripples. This is the huge advantage over other windows where the window length, ripple size, and transition bandwidth have a three-way trade-off. This is a window technique basically. When we are talking about the window method, and other than the other method, that is Hamming method, window, rectangular window, so there is a just formula to design the FIR filters and their characteristics. So first of all, when we are talking about the FI filter, at FIR, FIR, that is a finite impulse response. The transfer function of the filter is Hz is equals to Yz upon my Xz, which is equals to the summation BKZ minus K is equals to 0 to M upon my 1 plus summation K is equals to 1 to N AKZ raised to power minus K. The finite impulse response of the FIR filter N is equals to 0, no feedback. FIR filter, so let us consider the FIR filter of a length M, order N. Order N is equals to the M minus 1, that is N is a order, and that is minus the number of delays. So when we realize a cascade form or a direct form, वहाँ पर हमने ये फॉर्मूला किया था, दैट इज वाई एन इज इक्वल्स टू समेशन ऑफ के इज इक्वल्स टू 0 से m minus 1 b k x n minus k is equals to k is equals to 0 m minus 1 h k x n minus k. This is my unit delay, and this is my xn adder, and up to this is the formula. This is the xn, and this is b naught b1 up to bm, and this is the output yn. Fine. If when we are talking about the FIR filter, so the immediately impulse response with the xn is equals to delta n. So yn is equals to hn, that is equals to summation bk delta n impulse function, that is delta n minus k, which is equals to bn. The impulse response is of finite length m as required, and note that the FIR filter have only zeros, hence known also as all zeros filter. Yes, हमने जब IIR filter का डिजाइनिंग की थी सेकेंड यूनिट में और फोर्थ यूनिट में, और IIR filter भी पढ़ा था, तो हमने वहाँ एक पॉइंट, जब IIR filter पढ़ा था, तो IIR filter consisting of poles and zeros, but FIR filter consists only zeros, no poles, hence also known as all zero filters. FIR filter also known as feed forward or a non-recursive or a transversal filters. FIR filter, digital filter cannot be derived from analog filter. The rational analog filter cannot have a finite impulse response. Why bother? See, हम FIR filter क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं digital? Because they are inherently stable. They can be designed to have a linear phase. There is a great flexibility in shape, their magnitude response, and they are easy and convenient to implement. ये मैंने last video में भी आपको बताया था कि जो FIR filter हैं, they are stable, they are linear in phase, and they are easy and convenient to implement. Fine. When FIR filter using DFT हम first unit में पढ़ चुके हैं, discrete Fourier transform. When yn is equals to summation k is equals to 0 m minus 1 hk x n minus k. This is my transfer function yn is equals to k is equals to 0 m minus 1 hk. This is the where hn and xn are a finite duration sequence. Their convolution is also finite in duration. The duration of the sequence yn is equals to L plus m minus 1. Let us consider n is greater than equals to L plus m minus 1. So the sequence xn and hn with zeros to increase their length of n and form endpoint DFT. The frequency domain is equivalent to yk is equals to hk into xk. You know the frequency domain equivalent in the FIR filter is equals to, basically formula is hk is equals to yk upon my xk, and k is 2 pi k by n. Now endpoint DFT yk and endpoint IA DFT yn can be used to compute standard convolution product and thus to perform linear filtering. Now come to the linear phase. What do you mean by linear phase filters? The ability to have an exactly linear phase response is the one of the most important FIR filter, that having a transfer function is h omega is equals to h omega magnitude e raised to power j omega phi, where j omega phi omega is minus omega n naught. A general FIR filter does not have a linear phase response, but this property is satisfied when Hn is equals to plus minus h m minus 1 minus n and m minus 1 minus n. This is the important formula. General condition, the formula on the screen, the general FIR filter does not have a linear phase response, but this property is satisfied. And n is equals to 0, 1 up to m minus 1. 4 linear phase filters like that. See, when there is a type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Impulse response is for this formula, and coefficients are odd, even. That is Hn is equals to hm minus 1 minus n, hm minus 1 minus n, minus h minus 1 minus n. So correspondingly, the value of the h omega is given in this table. Linear phase filter types. When the type 1 most versatile, type 2 is a frequency response is always 0 at omega is equals to pi minus, not suitable as a high pass. Type 3 and 4 introduced as pi by 2 phase shift, frequency response is always 0 at omega is equals to 0, not suitable for the high pass. When the FIR filter design method, the design methods for this, yes, the impulse response truncation. The simplest design method has a desirable frequency response, frequency domain characteristics, not very useful. Basically, this impulse response is not useful for our designing of FIR filter, so not important. And the second method is window designing method, which is very important, simple and convenient, but not optimal in that is order achieved in this optimal is not minimum possible. Basically, order achieved is not possible. So next is optimal filter design method. This is also in your syllabus. The topic is with the design of optimum equiripple FIR filters. So हम इसमें विंडोज टेक्निक और ऑप्टिमल मेथड और सब पढ़ेंगे, बैंड पास स्टॉप बैंड वाला. Now come to the low pass filter example. See, this is a low pass filter. Let us consider an example of the low pass filter. ये आपको हर बुक में बहुत common example देखने को मिलेगा. That HD omega is equals to D for a design of filter. H is a transfer function. 1 if omega is less than omega c. 0 if omega is in between omega c and pi. It can be shown easily that the impulse response is given by HD is equals to omega c. HD is equals to omega c sine omega c n upon में pi omega c n. Desired impulse response has a sine shape, so we get from this formula कि desired impulse response की कौन सी shape है, sine shape है, sine shape which is non causal and infinite in duration, जो कि non causal है and infinite in duration है. So आप इसके ग्राफ में दे सकते हैं, there is a points or a dots when we draw this sine function on graph. And then approximation via truncation, that is a hn is an infinite in duration. To compute any sample of the output, we need to have all sample of the input both in the past as well in future. So unacceptable. So what if we just clip off the sine signal at some large n, then hn is equals to sine n omega c upon में n pi for n less than equals to m and 0 otherwise. Here is what the frequency response now looks like for omega c is equals to 0 0.5, 0 0.4 pi and different values of m. One observe ripples in both passband and stop band and transition not abrupt. Fine. So this is the approximator filters obtained from design when we draw the HEJ omega versus a normalized frequency when taking the different values of m. M की value 15 ले ली तो हमने ये graph draw किया. This is my transition band when we are taking the value of m30 with respect to normalized frequency and HG omega. Then you will get this type of graph. And when we are taking the m is equals to 20, or when we are 200 sorry, and when we are taking m 10 1000 2000 3000 and so on, when we are taking the transition band get narrow as m is equals to infinity and the ripples remains. जैसे जैसे हम m की वैल्यू बढ़ाते रहेंगे तो ट्रांजिशन बैंड जो है हमारा वो और नैरो होता जाएगा. ठीक है. Now come to the window design method. इस window design में आएगा rectangular windows, Hamming window, Hanning window and Kaiser method. So trunction is just a pre-multiplication by a rectangular method, that is omega n. Omega n stands for a window which is equals to 1 if n is equals to 0 1 up to m minus 1 and otherwise 0. The Fourier transform H omega is of truncated filter Hn and which is equals to Hdn into omega n. ये याद रखेंगे कि Hn जो है Fourier transform H omega of the truncated filter is Hn is equals to Hdn into omega n. H omega 1 by 2 pi minus pi to pi Hd lambda W omega minus lambda d lambda. This is my spectrum convolution. W omega is a Fourier transform of the rectangular window, that is W omega is equals to e raised to power minus j omega m minus 1 by 2 sine omega m by 2 omega by 2. rectangular window frequency response, the Fourier transform for the rectangular, this formula ये आपको ये याद रखना है. Fourier transform of the rectangular window is W omega E j omega m minus 1 by 2 sine omega m by 2 and sine omega by 2. Phase and magnitude response is like that. So find out its magnitude. Magnitude is omega W omega in mode. This is my magnitude, which is equals to sine omega m by 2 upon me sine omega by 2. This is my magnitude, and omega is less than pi. Theta omega is equals to minus omega m minus 1 by 2 and minus omega m minus 1 by 2 plus pi when sine omega m by 2 is greater than 0 and when sine omega m by 2 less than 0. Omega W omega has a precise piecewise linear phase. Now come to the design, window design method. Practically one uses truncated and delays impulse response. So H cap इसको बोलते हैं, H cap इसके ऊपर आ जाता है, n h n minus m minus 1 by 2 where hn is equals to that sine function and m is a filter length and n is equals to m minus 1 is a filter order, and delaying operation introduce linear phase term and the resulting filter is causal and has a linear phase. So magnitude of the rectangular window frequency response is like that. Width of the main lobe is 4 pi by m, peak of side lobe and width of the main lobe. That is a rectangular window when we are taking the m is equals to 16. This is the graph between the width of the main lobe 4 pi by m when we are taking m is equals to 6. This is the graph we got from the truncated filter. The this is like hd is equals to ej theta or omega ki w is equals to ej omega minus theta. The higher the area under the side lobes, जो side lobes हैं हमारे, इसके अंदर जो area है, the larger the ripples in the pass band. अगर इस side lobes में area आपका ज़्यादा है, तो larger the ripples in the pass band and the stop bands. This is the truncated filter. The width of the transition region between the pass band and the stop band in H omega increases with the width of the main lobe W omega. Ideal requirement is what? Ideally we would like to have m small, few computations, W omega close to delta Dirac mass of H omega to be close HD omega. HD omega is equals to 1 if omega is less than equals to omega c, and 0 if omega is in between omega c and pi for our ideal low pass filter. These are the two requirements, that is m small for few computations and omega W omega close to the delta Dirac mass of H omega. Now we are ये just a graph है, just go through होने के लिए. When you are taking the value of m 10, 30, 50, 80, so when MER increases the m, the width of the main lobe decreases. This is the graph between the frequency and amplitude. Conflicting ideal requirement, the width of the transition region between the pass band and a stop band in H omega increases with the width of the main lobe of W omega, and the ripple in the pass band and the stop band is dependent upon the area of the side lobe. For the rectangular window, the window of the main lobe decreases as m increases, but it can be shows under the area of the side lobes remain constant. So the transition region gets smaller, but the ripple remains, and the problem is a sharp discontinuity of a rectangular window. So this is the solution to sharp discontinuity of the rectangular window. Use window with no abrupt discontinuity in their time domain response and consistently low side lobe in their frequency response. In case the reduced ripple comes at the expense of a wider transition region, but this, however, this can be compensated for by increasing the length of the filter. So this is up to the rectangular window. In next video we'll discuss further window, Hamming window, Henning window. So up to this video. If student there is any doubt, free to ask. Thank you, student. Thank you so much.